welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review, swatch, and demo of the new Too Faced highlighters. There has been highlighters coming out like crazy, so I've just been pouting out these reviews on highlighters because there's just so many of them and they're all so pretty that I just wanted to get them all to review for you guys. So I hope you guys don't mind that I've been posting a lot of reviews lately. But anyways, I'm super excited to try these out. They're so pretty. If you haven't already seen them, this is what they look like. They're just beautiful. I love the packaging. So this review is going to be just like all my other highlighter reviews. I'm going to swatch them on the back of my hand, on the back of my arm, just so you guys can see what the colors look like against my skin tone. And then after that, I'm going to try them out on my face. So I didn't wear any highlighter today so that we can see the true test of how the highlighters work. So before we get started, if you aren't already, then please subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know how these ones swatch and my review on them, then just keep watching. Okay, try to ignore my hair right now. It's doing something a little bit weird. It's still wet and it's drying and it's just, I don't know what's going on right now. But anyways, these are called the Love Light Prismatic Highlighters. I already showed you guys a little bit of what the packaging looks like. They came out with 3 shades: Blinded by the Light, Ray of Light, and You Light Up My Life. So let me just say first that in my last video, I mentioned that packaging doesn't really matter to me, but that was a lie because this packaging is freaking adorable. I literally bought this just because of the packaging. It's just so cute. I can't even take my eyes off it. Even if they aren't amazing and blow me away, I feel like these are just still such cute collectibles. If you're into collecting makeup, they're in really solid containers, and I feel like if I were to drop these, they wouldn't shatter. Like, they just feel really tight and packed in there, so it's really good. I think they did an amazing job on them. So I'm going to open up the lightest shade. This one is Blinded by the Light, and as you can see, they included a mirror in it, which is one of my favorite things. I love when highlighters have mirrors in them because I like to take highlighters on the go, and having a mirror is just such a huge plus. So this is what the actual highlighter looks like inside. I love that prismatic look to it. I think it's so pretty, and it really just catches your eye, so I love that. And I love how they included the emblem of Too Faced on the middle of it. So these highlighters have 9 grams or 0.32 ounces of product in them. Just for comparison, in my last video, I used the Kylie Cosmetics highlighters, and these ones have 9.5 grams in them. So you're getting just a little tiny bit more product in this. And then for another comparison, I always like to compare, because I feel like this is a highlighter that a lot of people have, the Becca Champagne Pop Highlighter. This one has 8 grams or 0.28 ounces. So just in comparison, you are getting a little bit more product in it, this one, than the Becca Cosmetics highlighters. And then also, I don't know if anybody really cares, but these do expire 18 months after the day that you open them. That's pretty standard with normal highlighters. So online, it says this highlighter is a combination between liquid, cream, powder, and baked highlighters. So you're really going to get that all-in-one type of effect. That liquid to powder formula is really going to enable those light reflecting pigments to float in the powder. Whereas in a traditional pressed powder highlighter, the pearls are going to be crushed. So these ones are going to keep them spherical so that they can reflect the light from every angle. So that's like their main selling point of these highlighters. So now I'm going to get into swatching, and the first one that I'm going to do is Blinded by the Light. This one is the lightest shade. This is more of like a champagne pinky kind of tone. So this one is going to be best for fair to medium skin tones. So it feels very hard and silky kind of, rather than it being really smooth and creamy and buttery. I think that might have something to do with the fact that it's baked, because a lot of baked highlighters can feel a little bit harder to the touch. So it swatched pretty good on the back of my hand. It took a little bit for me to build the intensity up of it. At the first swatch, it was a little bit more sheer and you couldn't really see that much like blinding pigment to it. But once I built it up, it looked really pretty, and it definitely is reflecting the light in a lot of different ways. So it's not only when I'm holding my hand a certain way, it's definitely reflecting a lot of different angles. This also looks and feels on the skin more like a natural highlighter, so not like super blinding in your face, but it is a very, very pretty sheen. This highlighter seems like it would be perfect for people who like that natural glow from within kind of highlighter, because it looks very natural on the skin, and it is really nice because you can build it up. The next one I'm swatching is called Ray of Light. I think this one is my favorite one. It's like that perfect rose gold color. It's so pretty. So this one feels a little tiny bit different. It doesn't feel as like hard and silky as the first one. This one I was swatching the exact same. It started off very sheer, but I was able to build it up. And as you can see, this one is a little bit less like metallic and blinding as the first one. I do think the shade is absolutely beautiful. I love that it has that little rose gold reflect to it. I think this one is going to be the best for my skin tone. Okay, now the last one that I'm swatching is called You Light Up My Life, and this is a very pretty antique gold shade. It's so pretty. I have to say that this one is definitely swatching the most metallic out of the 3. A thing that I'm noticing that I think I'm really going to like about these is that it's not enhancing any texture on my skin. Sometimes when highlighters are really powdery, they enhance a lot of the texture on my skin. These ones aren't really doing that. They still look very like shiny, wet, and like metallic-y. No glitter whatsoever, at least that I'm seeing on my hands so far. So hopefully it stays like that on my face, because I hate putting like glittery highlighters on my cheeks. I just don't think it looks very good. Okay, so now I'm going to start testing these out on my face. and I'm super excited. I hope they work really good. So I'm going to start with Ray of Light. This is like the rose gold shade. I'm using a Morphe R36 brush. Oh, that is beautiful. It definitely was not looking like this on the back of my hand or my swatches. This is so pretty. I hope it's picking up on camera, but it is not enhancing my texture at all. It just looks like such a beautiful like sheen. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit more to see if I can build that up a little bit and see how intense I can get it. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is beautiful. I totally was not expecting this. This is the way that they were swatching on the back of my hand. I thought they were gonna come off like really powdery and not work very good, but this is just beautiful. I still wouldn't say that this is like super blinding and in your face, but this is just a very pretty glow. Oh my God, I love it. It looks so natural. I don't think I've ever tried a highlighter like this. Like I've never seen something look so like just smooth on my face. And I have a lot of texture on my skin, so that's a lot coming from me. If you guys watch my other 2 highlight videos that I just put up, you can definitely see some of the texture that highlighters were bringing out, but this one is just totally different. I'm so impressed right now. Okay, so now I'm just gonna pick up a little bit more, tap out the extra, and I'm gonna try these highlighters wet to see if that does anything. So I'm just using my Laura Geller Spackle Mist Spray, and then I'm just gonna go right over top of that and see if using it wet makes any difference. Okay, that definitely made it more metallic and very bright and vibrant. I really, really like how this is looking on the skin right now. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. I'm gonna use a different shade on my other cheekbone, and I don't know which one I wanna use. I really wanna use the gold one, but I don't want it to be too dark and like ruin my makeup. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in with the lighter one. This is Blinded by the Light. I just don't wanna ruin my makeup in case that other one is too dark. So I'm going in with the lighter Champagne Pinky shade. This is the lightest one out of the 3 that they came out with. I'm using an Anastasia Beverly Hills A23 highlighting brush. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna start off with it dry, and then I'm gonna go in with a wet brush and see if that makes a difference. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is insane. I actually cannot believe how pretty this is. And usually I like to stop my highlighters like right here because that's where a lot of my texture starts, and I'm bringing it all the way down to right here, and it still is not enhancing my texture. I am just so impressed right now. This is a big deal for me because I have so much texture on my face, and it's so hard for me to find highlighters that don't enhance my texture. And I'm so happy right now that I'm finding one that isn't enhancing it like crazy. So this one does seem a lot more like blinding and metallic than the first one without a spray. So I don't even know if I want to go in with it wet. I'm just going to anyways just for the sake of the video. So I just grabbed a little bit more on my brush, and then I'm just gonna go right in over top. Okay, yeah, definitely did not need that. I think it actually looked a little bit better before, but it is super blinding now. Oh my gosh, I actually might need to wipe some of this off. I'm just gonna use this other brush that I was using and try and buff that out a little bit up there because I feel like I put way too much on. Oh my gosh, it's still so pretty though. Like I literally can't stop looking at it in the viewfinder in the mirror. I still don't know what shade I like better. I feel like this one looks a little bit more natural on me. This one is definitely very blinding in your face, which I do really like. Okay, so now because I really wanted to use the gold one, I am gonna use this somewhere on my face. So I'm gonna take another clean brush. This is the Morphe M501 brush, and I'm just gonna take a little bit on it and then dust that right over my nose just to see the color. Ooh, that color's really pretty too. I do think it is a little bit too dark on me though. Okay, so this one is definitely really pretty too, but it's definitely too dark for me. You can tell it looks a little bit muddy when the light isn't reflecting off it, but it still is a very pretty color. I just won't be able to use this one unless I'm like really dark or spray tanned. And it definitely stands out just as much as these ones. I just didn't use as much because it was on my nose and I didn't want it to be like crazy. Okay, so I don't even feel like I need to say this. As you guys can see by my reaction in the video that I do love these highlighters. I think they're beautiful. The packaging is amazing. I've never seen a highlighter so pretty in my life. It is so beautiful. And the actual highlighter inside of it, of course, didn't swatch how I wanted it to, but once it hit my face, it was just stunning. As you guys can see, it is so beautiful on the skin. It doesn't enhance my texture, and it just looks like a very beautiful, like wet sheen to the cheeks, and I love it. Let me know if you guys like how it looks on me too, because some people have different like tastes in highlighters. I personally think that this is really pretty and it turned out really good. Also, let me know if you guys did pick these highlighters up and if you like them or not. I love hearing different people's like reviews. Yeah, so if I were you, I would definitely pick one of these up or try them out in the store or do whatever you need to do, because I think these are beautiful highlighters and I feel like you guys should definitely try them, especially especially if you have texture on your face like me. I feel like this will work great for you. It's very hard for me to find highlighters that don't enhance my texture, so I'm super happy with these. And yeah, I think I've said that enough. So if you guys like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.